What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint. We are starting this mission in media res because I have been basically, we'll double check the difficulty stuff, right here we are, but I have been restarting the mission in order to get one where the enemy spawns with 2 robots at the start. Basically, the Free Streets Compact, which have these guys, is one of the few factions that can spawn drones, and sieges can spawn drones as their as a starting enemy type. That's usually only reserved for reinforcements or the like very specific story missions. And so I figured, hey, you know what? If I can use my saving and reloading powers to keep respawning the enemies until we get a more difficult setup, then let's do it. So welcome. We are on the Gated Enclave, a relatively new mission. Normally you play it with a blue key here that either you find from a loot box somewhere or you hack a terminal for it. There's normally a gold key room either here or here, I forget which, but that lets you get more loot. Of course, they despawn all the loot on sieges, unsurprisingly, and ultimately we play, you know, about 1/4 of the map, 1/3 of the map when playing a siege, and so here we are. So it is open combat. If we hide, they're going to run at us. It's going to be pretty bad. Of course, they got a Pobot here, they got a Pobot over there. Now they're relatively far away, but I'm kind of curious about something. Exactly how far apart from each other they are. It looks like it's 41 meters. One thing I did actually is I retrained my hacker to let him use anti-drone talents, because we don't really get to see these very much, right? These are unique, these are different, and so why don't we like do the respec? We're gonna have another token relatively soon down the line. Hey, why don't we try using the anti-drone talents? Wouldn't that be cute? Wouldn't that be interesting? And so he has trained all of the drone talents that are usable. So we've maxed out down shields, so we can target a drone and for 1 action point, 40 crit vulnerability, minus 30% armor. That's really good. That's going to be enough to kill them over the course of those 2 turns. Also, it's going to be an AoE. That won't matter if there's not like tightly enough packed drones, but theoretically, right, in a world where there are more drones, this could actually be pretty decent, because 40% crit, 30% minus armor is a lot of bonus damage. This is one of the best combat debuffs you could possibly have if it weren't drones only. Probably the best combat debuff in the game. I think I would actually say that's probably true. And then Upchain is really cool. Again, it's very hard to use. There have to be 2 drones in the game. But when your team kills a drone, the other enemy drones, it's not huge. It's minus 10% armor. The minus 4 action points means they can't shoot. That's actually pretty valuable. But unfortunately, as we just checked, right, this drone, we kind of put our standing marker there, and the other drone is 42 meters away. So we have to kind of separate them into halves. And speaking of, I'm going to probably start talking or thinking about how to play this map out, or this turn out individually. So we've got a relatively annoying group right here, but they also have direct line of sight onto us. And so there's a drone, a captain, a couple of, I guess these are street vendors. Yeah, they're going to have evasion. Okay, fine. These 2 in the middle, which are of course going to be hard to deal with in a meaningful way, because they're just behind so much cover. And then of course there's a group of 3 here, right? And so we've got a pack of 3, a pack of 3, a pack of 2, and a pack of 2. And so I can either attack this side, or I can go here, try to kill them off, probably stun him, brainworm 1, probably force down the other. And then as long as these guys can't get all the way around, right, if they don't have line of sight to shoot me, I can stand here, they walk up here, they're done. These guys are going to have to walk all the way down here, they're not going to get line of sight. Like these guys, right, if I run this way, these are maybe dangerous, and we can probably deal with all 3 of these guys, at least with like a stun and something else. So that would be kind of functional. Another alternative is to run up this way, right? If they deal with more enemies here, which would be a little bit tougher, but we can, again, we can stun you, we can brainworm you, we can probably actually can't kill you guys that easily. This would be a little bit annoying. Might have to use like a smoke screen or something, and then hope we weather the storm and it comes back in time. But also it means these guys are gonna have a much harder time reaching. Like I'm trying to think, right? Like if it's, you know, 3-ish action points for me to get around, and then if I look at this side, it's, I mean, way more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like if we're standing here, you guys are not getting us. Well, yeah, if we're standing right here, right, they have to go all the way around or all the way around, and so we hide from them because these stairs are here. Whereas if we're here, this is actually reachable for them. We can maybe like get, you know, up against this wall, and they, you know, have to go, you know, maybe just barely far enough, right, going from here to here. 1, 2, I mean, they probably still get a shot, to be honest. They probably still have some action points. So this is the only spot where we're safe from these 2. But being safe from those 2 means killing all 3 of these. Or we go here, we're not safe from these 2, we can like smoke screen or whatever. I think no matter what happens, we kind of need a smoke screen. That's what it seems to look like. It's because smoke is required. I'm really tempted to fight for this side, because we can force most of the guards to stand in this area and use strike zone, and that'll be kind of functional. That's looking like the likely play here. Well, let's see. Yeah, if we're going to smoke anyway, right? We fight here, we strike zone, we fight here, and then we hide in smoke when the turn is done. I think that is functional. We can go here. We don't get as much strike zone value. You probably have to alpha strike them, and don't get to use the buff. And we have kind of worse fights overall. Yeah, I think this is the play. It's going to be hard to remove all of them. In fact, you can see we don't have like line of sight on almost anybody. You have to go really far up to actually get it. Like, going up to here is not ideal, but at least we can shoot them. And that feels like it's kind of got to be the play. As long as we're still behind this wall, like as long as we're still here, we still essentially have line of sight, and it's like functional. It's just not really pretty. We probably end up tox scouting this direction and catching... I don't know if these guys are going to go this way or that way, but we probably tox scout this direction. Stun you, brainworm you, and just try to shoot these guys as annoying as it's going to be. That's probably the play here. We'll wear you down with the hacker talents, and then when you're actually destroyed, the AoE will pop. That'd be kind of nice. But yeah, considering this is like the strike zone group, this feels like it's the right way to do it. So I think we're going to go from here. A lot of bolts going to be required, is what it is. So up to 29 means that I can do a delay, and it's totally reasonable. Basically, I just want... Actually, I'm going to have to use pre-computed here. I need Amble to go earlier so that Amble can put down his appropriate debuffs. So I'm going to yield. I'm going to have Amble go. I'm going to have him go with his revolver. Putting him here seems very fine. There are no other debuffs I care about, so we can kind of solo the start here. We'll put him here. Yeah, we have basically Strike Zone, which will hit this group. I will aim it as far right as I can to hit other people if possible. So, looks like... Basically, it's like, you know, do I want to aim it down this way or up this way? I think up this way so we can get up these stairs. So, looks like, I think there is appropriate. We catch all 5 bad guys. I'm going to go ahead and down shields this guy, because for the most part, what else am I going to do, right? Minus 30 armor and a bunch of crit vuln for 2 turns seems appropriate. Maybe I wait, but I feel like we're just going to be dealing with damage anyway. But the consideration could be like, oh, what if I go for a stun or something, right? Like, there are considerations, but I think ultimately we can just do this now and it's fine. And I assume we'll have the time to kill him regardless. I'm just going to do it. Oh, interesting. Wait, hold on. Oh. I don't know if that was intended. Alright, well, that could be a quick bug report real quick. Debuff enemy drones within 25 meters. And then nearby drone enemies within 10 meters get the debuff. That's kind of funny. I'll take it, but that's actually kind of funny. Alright, bug, low prio. Downed shields can affect non-drones. Target a drone. With the radius upgrade, and it will debuff non-drones near the target. I mean, it's kind of funny because his talent is like pretty much not useful, but it is intended. Like they added drone talents knowing that there weren't drones very often in the game in and of itself, but they still elected to like have them there so that at least like you knew what the class was going to do long term. They didn't have to like build filler talents, which I think is fine. I think it's acceptable. Anyway, yeah, my evasion is just not... I mean, yeah, they have so much buffed evasion that it's just hard to kill these guys outright without some other debuff. So anyway, we know we're going to stun this guy long term, so we're just going to shoot this guy because we can. Also, massive crit vulnerability, kind of nice. Decent chance to hit here. I don't think yeah, there's nothing else to do except shoot this guy, right? And then we can maybe brainworm like one of you guys instead if we get the kills easily. But I figured you don't have any good AoE, you can just go for revolver damage. Good first shot. Good second shot. Yeah, there's the giant crit damage that we're expecting. These are going to be a little harder to get. My recoil is very bad. I'm going to yield back, actually. And that way we can get my Cyberknight to go up. I think you can just go for some revolver fun to start. I am just going to stun right away. I think it's correct to stun right away. And then deal with the other... like the other drone a bit later when it's needed. But yeah, we've actually dropped his armor to 26% because of how many debuffs we put on, right? So not only have we done a ton of crit vulnerability, and even more here, but we've dropped armor by 70%. And so this guy actually takes meaningful damage now, which is, you know, pretty good for me. Pretty happy about that. Anyway, let's start knocking down some guards. Oh, yeah. Oh, right! And we have Downer now. So we debuff them even harder. We've now debuffed their evasion via Downer. So minus 10 evasion is going to make this even easier. Have to walk forward, unfortunately. And sadly, I'm going to have 1 AP left standing at the end. Can't do much about that, but oh well. Yeah, so we managed to get some decently debuffed evasion. We've finally done more than their evasion buff. Coin flip to hit. If it hits, it crits every single time. Down you go. Yeah, having a million crit vulnerability, kind of nice, actually. Alright, well, your turn is done. I'd like Xanath to use my... Actually, I'm going to delay so I can maybe rewind someone if they need it. Have you shoot your revolver shot, because I guess, what else is there to do? Crit chance, 91%. Yeah, okay. Seems pretty good. I guess that stun might not have been needed, as it turns out. Oh, I forgot. I had learned coordinated charge. Shoot. I forgot I'd multi-classed my Agent EX and a soldier. So that's actually a mistake. I would have had more move points held, right? There's more overall tools available here. It's looking like I didn't need the stun after all, because the damage is looking pretty good. Oh well, my fault. I'll save marker sights. Nice, full auto SMG is going to clip both of them. That'll be good damage on both. And actually, we can double check that the SMG even shoots more than 6 bullets. It does, so that means we'll get max damage on both. You can only hit 3 bullets on an enemy. And if you're, like, full auto shoots only 4 bullets, it's 2 each or something, right? So, crit chance is good. Down goes 1. Good damage on the other. And so, we go again. Yep. Critting every shot seems pretty good. Yeah, I can get line of sight in for only 1 AP. And so I think I do want to step out here and throw down smoke. This basically says I'm playing very aggressively. I'm going to play really out in the open. But this gun can shoot for 1. I'll double check that that's true. Oh, I guess that doesn't actually say. I'm pretty sure it's true, though. So I just kind of go up, take a shot. It won't do that much damage. I'll save marker sights as well, because I don't need it right now. But I'll just have to remember to use smoke screen at the end. Oh, my chance to hit is garbage because of all my recoil, right? Yeah, unsurprisingly I missed. Who could have seen that coming? Alright, so let's smoke screen the squad, basically. That looks pretty decent. Actually, I'm going to marker sights because I'm going to rewind myself. So here you go. You're debuffed. Alright, so you've got a job to do now. It's going to start with you running all the way over here. And yeah, let's make sure I have enough AP to like run away at the end. Tox clouding seems very safe and very worthwhile. So here you go. There's some poison. Biocoat seems easy to land, so I guess we'll use it some. These guys are pretty tanky, all things considered. I can get back into the smoke for 1 AP, no problem. So basically, do I want to biocoat a second person or just go for Venom Trap? I'm going to go for biocoat a second person here. And with my 1 remaining AP, I should be okay. This could miss. It's unlikely to. And so now I can walk back into smoke. I am safe. I could Brainworm. No, I can't. I don't have Brainworm. Oh, okay. Right, he wasn't in very many combat missions anymore, so I unlearned Brainworm on him. Okay, well, you're back in smoke. You're safe. You're going to have a really hard time getting shot. So you're done. You're going to go ahead and rewind the Agent EX again. So that's going to be you. I will spend my move point getting towards the front of the smoke. I believe that is correct to do, so I have line of sight next turn. And then for funsies, let's throw down Look Ahead. It has -2 initiative on it, and so next turn when I care about initiative rolls, they're going to have a harder time getting up to me. Alrighty. So Free Gunner, of course, cannot shoot me, because we're in smoke. Hobot is going to do what he can. It's not going to do very much, though. Can't shoot me because I'm in smoke. Yeah, smoke grenades are really, really, really good. Only the person... Oh, actually, only the Agent EX can shoot out of his own smoke. Everyone else has to leave smoke on their own turn. But, right, I have control over that, so... I can do what I want. So you get debuffed. The poison moves forward. They all take some damage. Of course, the robots don't take any poison damage. These guys are dying not quite to poison on their own, right? They're only debuffed for 1 more turn. It's doing 175 per turn. You're only taking 75 per turn. You're not going to die anytime soon either. But I can at least step out. Now, one thing to note, by the way, is Agent EX Smoke only lasts for the turn it's cast and the full turn afterwards, which means at the end of this turn, it's turning off. Which means I need to have the better initiative roll, or I am in a bad spot. Otherwise, I'm just like in the open getting shot, right? So I don't have a stun up. I'm going to... I feel like fully delaying is reasonable. I feel like I could also choose not to. Let's debuff you. Can we hit the guys around him, which I think is funny. But we just have that. Right, we killed this guy, and the passive didn't pop because no one was around to take the debuff, unfortunately. But oh well. I also can't use up all my AP. Right, if I shoot twice, I'm just in the open, so we'd have to, like, kill them all instantly for this to work well. Man, I kind of want to delay, though, and let these guys... And the problem is, if they run into smoke, I have to melee them, which is, I guess, functional. I guess I have no reason not to just wait and let them use up their turn. I'm in smoke and they can't do anything, so I should just literally make them waste their action points. So you're just staying in cover. That's fine with me. Yeah, they're mostly going in cover because they can't actually fight me, which is very reasonable. They're, like, aware of what smoke does, and so they're like, well, best I can do is put myself in cover. He put a buff on, which is actually quite good. So accuracy and move points for the whole team, definitely strong. You actually don't... I don't have line of sight on you anymore. That's going to be annoying. Well, go be useless. Yeah, you're going to be hard to hit. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so 17 on the worst initiative here. I figure the guys who are harder to kill, let's just kill them with poison. That should work. You're venom trapped. And you, let me do the math real quick, make sure. 175, 250, so you're dead. If venom trap you, you're dead. I think that is very reasonable. Alright, so now you're also dead. The bot only has a 14, which doesn't seem too horrible. These shots should be functional. So I'm going to walk out here. And I figure with the gun that doesn't have very good armor penetration should shoot the baby guard. And the question is, what's my min roll for initiative? Actually could be pretty low. So I don't want to be out in the open here, so I'm going to actually run all the way back into cover and have my next turn start from behind the wall. There will be a reinforcement spawn. It might be over here. In fact, it's pretty likely to be over there. So I'll need to be ready for that. And so this robot, again, not going to be very easy to kill. Okay, he rolled high, but I didn't know he was going to. Okay, looks like if you stand here, you have line of sight on the bot. That seems very functional. Right, we can kite these guys for the most part. I sadly still only have one shot and then have to run away. That's not ideal, but it's just what I have here. So hit chance is okay. Crit chance is very good. Sadly, you missed. That's really too bad. But again, I don't really have the tools to spare, so... Actually, one thing I could do is, since I've rewinded the Agent EX, I could have him throw down another smoke screen. I actually think I will do that. I think the play is going to be stay out here and use smoke screen to cover this area. Yeah, because I want to be able to crit like that, because he's my actual best robot killer. Okay, so you're going to get a turn, so I've got to be careful about you. You're not quite dead. So we should actually knock this robot down. Coin flip to hit is not great, but it's best we got. Okay, we shredded armor. Again, poison doesn't work here, so have to shoot. Nice job. The crits are helpful, that's for sure. You guys already... Yeah, they already have their... Here, I might just interference spike to lower your initiative so we can just stay out here. That way pretty much everyone's going to go first. Right? We actually can't roll below them at this point, so staying like that seems reasonable. And then Talon gets to try. His accuracy is not great without getting a lot closer. Do I really want to risk rolling out this far? I think the answer is yes, because you're dead to poison, you're dead to poison. I'm going first on initiative almost no matter what. I think from there is functional. In fact, as long as the line draws at all, I know I have range. Because I know I've modded this weapon to have good good optimal range here. I'm also almost out of bullets, so I have to like walk up here. Take the reload. And then go here full auto. It's not the greatest because of the cover. Probably land one bullet each. That's about one bullet with the crit, maybe a bit more than one. And that'll be this turn. Then turn 3, he can coordinate a charge again. His mineral on initiative is higher than theirs. It'll be fine. These guys should all die. They're taking decent damage. We get escalation. We get reinforcements right here. Is it a bot? Yes, it's another bot, a guard captain, and a sword guy. Okay. Well, we need you guys to die. Oh, he counts as hard cover? Oh, I have to get, like, around him to not land that. I mean, that's... We could. This would be functional, probably. Here, let me coordinate a charge. That's going to be a accuracy and move speed buff. I don't have to do much here. I do want the kill. I would like to not have to use smoke, if I can help it. That might require, like, standing behind a wall or something, which is going to be a little awkward. In fact, if he's here, this is going to be line of sight, so... I mean, if we run away from you guys... They don't quite dead a poison, actually, is the thing, so... I think I do want to just kind of unload here and hope it's enough damage. This is maybe incorrect, but I don't care that much. They should probably get kills. Yep, that's good. With my one remaining action point, I could run up to the middle here and throw down smoke. I can't. Will that count as hiding? Maybe just barely. I think I'm gonna put him here and hide, and I think it'll be just barely functional. I think he's safe enough. I think the line of sight here is not gonna be quite good. We'll see if I'm wrong. All right, so I want to hide appropriately from these guys. I would like to draw them into this debuff zone. So the question is, can they get line of sight on me? Right, am I in danger if I stand here and wait for them? Right, can they get around the corner enough that I'm actually in line of sight and getting shot? If I go, like, back here, I'm for sure safe. I just don't know if I want to do that or if I have to do that. I think, honestly, it feels correct to hide behind this wall and bait them in. I could have maybe thrown a Venom Trap before I moved, but I want the AP for next turn. Or, like, for possibly shooting. I'm gonna have you wait as well, because you're gonna be using Atomic Stutter on somebody. And I think going to... Yeah, I have to go this far back, because I have to make sure I'm not getting seen. And I believe this doesn't count as blocking vision. I believe you can shoot through this. So, I have to go all the way back here. And then, of course, same for my hacker. Down shields is down, but hey, would like to use it when I get the chance. And then this should be safe. We should be able to let the enemies have to all run at us. So we hit the delays. We understand our Cybernet's going last with 1 action point. Or 3 action points, but enough that he can stun. So they are getting closer. You picked a really good cover to stand behind. And you're thankfully in strike zone. I think you're the only one, though. I get debuff, though, which is kind of annoying. So we can see that I have... actually, not him. But I think the other two... Yeah, the other two have 25 minus evasion, and... I guess it's just him. They just debuffed him over and over again. Minus 25 evasion, though, is pretty painful. We've got the Z Edge, who's got decent health. Not amazing armor, thankfully. And those initial rolls are not the easiest to deal with. I can't really fight from cover here. I guess you rolled 18, you rolled 19. I have Atomic Stutter, but also the thing is, this is the one guy who's debuffed in Strike Zone, and it's the last turn of Strike Zone. So if we're going to deal damage, it's like, should kind of be now with the minus armor and everything else here. And unfortunately, I can't delay behind Atomic Stutter. So it's like, so here's the thing, right? I want to deal max damage to him, because I want to maximize the use of Strike Zone, because no one else has the debuff on them, right? And Strike Zone's still down for 3 turns. On the other side, Atomic Stutter itself has minus armor, minus crit vuln, just doesn't have minus evasion. So it's like, this is probably actually slightly more damage output, but, you know, I could at least use the debuff. The minus evasion does matter, don't get me wrong. But the other note is that this guy's probably not going to be endangering me, but this guy probably is. Like, these two actually endanger me, but... Yeah, I think realistically the play is just stand here, shoot the sword guy, stun him, and just hope we have the damage. Or at least the initiative rolls. Pretty good damage. And then the question is, are you low enough out of poison? No. Okay, well, just to take a shot then. He'll just die the normal way. In fact, pretty much guaranteed that you're dead. Yep. And Cybernite just kind of has to go for the stun here. And I'm a little bit worried, because if I get line of sight on the Pobot, then he's going to have line of sight on me. So I kind of just have to, like, walk back. Acknowledge that this is still, like, an angle that he could have on my hacker, which is unfortunate, but true. My hacker is probably getting shot by this guy as a result. I think he's a little bit too far open, that, like, this is shootable, and he will probably try. I did not high roll initiative, which was kind of expected here. Alright, next turn. Is it more reinforcements? Yes. Same spot. Okay. We'll see what they are in a sec. I probably get shot here. Ooh, maybe not. I think he's going far enough forward that I'm not getting shot. Yeah, he's too close. There's no way he has extra points left. Alright, we take those. Reinforcements are another sword guy and another captain. That's not too bad, actually. Alright, basically just go here and shoot the captain. Actually, I want to be in cover, so kind of go here. It's like go here and shoot the captain, kind of. Probably my best option. There is no friendly fire. They are in the cone. It doesn't matter. Got a coin flip to armor shred. Didn't get it. That's fine. No ammo, so I can't do anything else. I'm going to delay in case I need to throw down smoke for some reason. Tactical surge would also be a good reason to delay. You are stunned, and we're otherwise waiting for you guys, and I feel like continuing to wait is correct here, because it's for sure safe, so let's do that. You got a stun sick, so go ahead and knock this guy down. Pretty good. Down you go. I figure tox cutting this direction is pretty reasonable. I could wait as well. I guess I have no reason not to wait. Make sure the guards know what they're doing, or don't know what they're doing. Making sure you're safe. You can keep waiting. And again, we have the Cybernet going last. So what do you guys got? They are running incredibly close, which is very good for me. You guys do not have very good self-preservation. We take this. Alright, this should look pretty good then. Obviously, this is now a very good Tox Cloud. So here you go. Looks pretty decent. Obviously, I'm not going to step out very far here. I'm going to try to open up everyone else's line of sight here. So I'm going to go all the way out to here. You're still stunned for the next 3 turns. And I think I have the damage to wear you guys down, so I'm just not even going to bother with positioning. This guy has bad armor pen, so he's going to shoot the easy one. Basic pistol has bad armor shred. Has no armor shred and has no pure damage, so just simply going to walk out. And I suppose stand behind cover at the end is still correct in case something goes wrong. So there you go. You've ended your turn. Got to reload on the hacker, of course. His revolver has no ammo in it. Step out to... Honestly, probably go for the guard captain here. Or the grunt captain. Actually, I'm going to have him delay really quickly. I'm going to yield. I'm going to have Talon come out here. He's not going to have a lot to do with his reload, but he can at least shoot once. No, actually, yeah, he can shoot once. SMG does have some armor shred, so I'm going to go ahead and try. It is, I think, my currently best shredding weapon that I've got equipped because... Wow, okay. I mean, we take those. But revolvers have very bad shred. They just have pure damage, whereas SMGs have like 15% shred, so you get like a chance at it getting what you wanted. Which thankfully we got, which is great, because now by delaying, I again got what I wanted. I'm actually going to... I can't yield, can I? No, I can't. So spend 1 move point, get out into the open. These guys aren't stunned, so I have to kill the guys who aren't stunned first. We'll go for this guy first, because he's actually going earlier in the turn order. Alright, you're kind of trash. Try again. Thank you. Nice crit. And then you. Coin flip. Yeah, kind of figured. It's fine, though. Cybernite's ready to go. Several shots, looking pretty decent. Glance guaranteed from high hit chance. 21 crit chance. Shot 1. Shot 2. I have felt for a while in this game that crit chance is luckier. Like, it happens more often than the odds suggest. I don't know if that's actually true. Here, this crit chance 26%. Regular hit. Regular hit. Alright, so I mean, like, I shot what? I hit 4 times and got 1 crit out of 4 shots, and everyone has about 20% crit chance on them. Seems like normal, you know, random chance to me. But, I don't know. It was like, it felt that way. Tox Cloud, of course, doesn't poison this guy. Doesn't really do anything. That's fine, though. You can walk up here and clean up a decent amount. Don't need to get any closer. Just up. Full auto. Might get a shred. Didn't. That's fine. Try again. Coin flip to hit. Still pretty good damage because his armor just is low enough that... and there's like enough pure damage as baseline. One thing I did do, by the way, is I bought mods. So I put on a pure damage barrel onto these SMGs as well as the other pistols. And that up their damage a decent amount. So... yeah, I bought a bunch of barrel mods, and so it bumped the damage by 10. Of course, if wear you down, you're still stunned for the entirety of next turn as well. Had to miss at some point. That's fine. But yeah, with you being stunned, we are chilling. I guess got to go up to here. I don't want to go for down shields because we're going to get this kill anyway. There's like not really a reason to. I'm going to save it for in case something else is going to go down. There's the shred. And that went pretty well. Alright, well, all enemies are dead for now. Good news. You can take the reload. And we'll await the next spawn of enemies. There should be one more. Maybe two more. We'll see. Toss slide moves. There's nobody here. Alright, now they're on that side. Might be two waves, actually. Yep. Alright, there's the last wave. And we got another Probot, sure. Positioning is going to be a little sussy. Now what's nice is shotgun, melee, melee. And shotgun, melee, and shotgun. So the ranges suck. So it feels like, I mean, we should just definitely delay and let them all in. The sad thing is this person is going on 7, and I can't delay beyond that. So this person's going to get their turn after we all go. So I've got to keep that in mind. I want to also find some way to like have Amble go at the right amount of time, because I want him to be able to use his the strike zone appropriately. Now the nice thing is they are heavily grouped up, and we take those. All right, so if I yield to 7, which means I'm not going to get away from them all. But I still need to yield down to Amble getting Strike Zone on the ground. That's the important thing. He's got actually all the cool debuffs. He's got Strike Zone, and he's got down the shield that affects these guys, which, yes, it's a bug. I don't care. It's funny to me. I got to get a down shield range and into attack range. Actually, I can't. Well, actually, no. Strike Zone costs 0. This costs 1, which means as long as I'm in range of one person, we've got what we came for, which is going to be exactly like this. It's going to be going exactly this far, and then figuring out about who's doing what afterwards. So down shields you, affects almost their entire group. It's still very funny to me. My headcanon is they're all actually drones. And to be fair, right, like, this is a debuff, right? 40 crit vuln, minus 30 armor is a really, really good debuff. That is a lot of damage. If you're basically using a normal weapon, base crit damage is 1.5x, so 40 crit is basically deal 20% more damage, which is a very respectable debuff. Minus 30% armor, though, is massive, because this guy goes from, like, having 85 armor to 60 armor, which means instead of doing 15 damage, you're doing 40 damage, which is, like, 2.33x, right? And so 2.3x times 1.2x is, like, almost triple damage. That's really good. But this only matters in, like, battle strikes and sieges against this faction. Now, they're going to be adding drones. They've said recently in Discord that a new drone enemy type is coming relatively soon, which I'm excited about. You know, definitely excited for, you know, the tools to keep getting added up. But anyway, nothing else I can do here except take my shot. I should be okay from the shotgun. Shotguns have bad max range overall. I've got my nice 76 crit chance. No, dude! It was going to do like 800 damage. Oh, well. Yeah, so best we've got here is... Oh, and you rolled very poorly. Yeah, that's, that could be a problem. So I still have line of sight on nobody else here, which is... I'm doing half damage, which is something, but this still isn't great. I could go to here, and I could shoot this guy. That's actually probably pretty reasonable. It seems like the right option. So that's going to hit. Bio Coat is good damage and a good crit, of course. They're not quite dead. Got to shoot them again. 65 crit chance. Seems pretty nice. Didn't get it. Unfortunate, but they're low enough to die to Bio Coat, so they're dead. Atomic Stutter is probably worth using on this Pobot, considering all the initiative rolls here. But let's also try to get what we can, which is basically, yeah, go down to 3 action points, shoot you because I can, and then, actually, I'll Atomic Stutter first to lower the armor even further and buff the crit chance even further. So, like, right now, right? 71. We throw those in there. 86% crit chance. Chance hit's not even quite as good, but... Yep, 500 damage crits. We just... Oh, I forgot that... I keep forgetting that my Cybernite has Downer, which puts minus evasion to everybody, so they're even easier to hit, which is very good. I just keep forgetting that I have it. Okay, so it's kind of just run out to here. Again, I mean, they're all behind a wall, so I can't really get to them. But here, I guess I'll shoot. It'll be some decent damage. Might even kill. Yep, I crit. I crit, so he's gone. Yeah, stack debuffs are pretty good. And then we know they have melee characters. Actually, oh, shoot. You have a melee character, and they're, like, right there. Yeah, that's a problem that I didn't anticipate. I am very unlikely to roll better on initiative. I have no bullets, so I can't overwatch. Yeah, that is a problem. That I did not... Actually, you know what's hilarious? His move speed is debuffed. From down shields. Which is incredibly helpful because I actually really needed this. Otherwise, I would almost certainly get hit here. And that would probably... Had a good chance of downing somebody. So, ultimately... Yeah, you can't overwatch on a melee weapon, which is what I assumed. Margaret Lights does not lower initiative or move speed. So all I've got is... If this person high rolls initiative, I need the smoke screen. And of course, you can definitely hit me. So all I've got is smoke screen the team and end the turn and hope it goes okay. We know you can't hit me because of smoke. But if your initiative roll is good, you still can't hit me. And turns out it was. Alright, next turn starts. And this guy dies to poison. This guy can be scary. And he says he can't reach me, so he's going to stay on the outside. And you did roll well, and you definitely could have shot me. But now you can't. So that's good news. And the cool thing is, melee weapons work in smoke. But of course, I would rather... Actually, you're not in range, right? There's no way you're in range. You're not hit with down shields. Right? You don't have the minus move speed or move points, but like, you still can't do anything, so... You know, go ahead. Right? Just like, let them try. I'm going to save Tactical Surge. No, I'm not going to. Never mind. I was trying to think if I go to like a weird breakpoint where I can't delay behind them, but that's not true, so it's fine. Coordinated Charge would do that though, right? +2 on Coordinated Charge means I go to 9, and now I can't delay behind the Z-Rusher. And I don't want to do that, so I'm going to actually delay Coordinated Charge here. Anvil can wait as well. You're flanking with your shotgun? Yep. I know they've said they want to change smokes to... yeah, you're going to have like not enough AP, but you did get in range. Yeah, that's why I had to wait. They want to change smokes to, instead of fully blind, limit visibility to 2 meters, which would allow these guards to, like, walk up here and shoot me. Because, like, 2 meters out is, I guess it's, like, here? Yeah, so, I mean, it's not nothing. It's basically melee range, but anything that would be functionally melee range is fair game for shots, which means, oh, shotguns are now suddenly good, like, smokescreen weapons, right? Which is like, oh, that's a good niche for shotguns to have, because they have very few right now. Alright, so initial rolls look pretty good, which means I'm going to start with some stunts. So if I stun you, you're going to endanger me less. And then I'll switch over just hitting this guy, because we've already stunned one person, which means we don't have to, like, rush the rest of this. I'm going to throw down Tox Cloud over here. I only caught one person. That was kind of a mistake then. I goofed. My bad. Aimed it too far forward and caught nobody. That's a little scary because... Okay, he's going late next turn. It's not going to be that big of a deal. But that was still a mistake. Cybernite gets to try. We can put you here. It looks very functional. Hello. You have armor. So we use Power Slice and shred that. Goodbye to your armor. Now your armor is 30%. Let's finish killing you. Let's kill you. There we go. Didn't graze, so it went much better. Talon gets to, I guess, use Coordinated Charge now. I'm going to have him yield, actually, because he has a pistol. Or he has the ability, rather, to shoot out of his smoke instead of walking into melee range, so let's delay that. But yeah, melee weapon's pretty good. You can oh my word, that is some damage. And then I can't get out of smoke without walking into the smoke, without walking into the poison, without going over here. Which may or may not give me line of sight. I guess we'll have to see. Probably not, because this thing blocks line of sight fully. This this blue thing. It's probably no good. I'm just going to reload and end my turn. And then Talon can at least try. So he knows the last enemy. It said as much. Pretty good. Yeah, 62 crit chance. Seems pretty good overall. A lot of debuffs on him. Down you go. Enemy's dead. We did it. That was fun. So yeah, I re-rolled the map as much as I could to make sure there were 2 Pobots in the opening spawn. It went pretty well. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Alrighty. So Diego's happy about that. Free streets get pushed back. We get pretty solid XP. Our 2 secondaries who are in the Simstream Trainer get some more XP. Wonderful stuff here. Of course, we are at the end of scaling. We have this mission that I'm probably not going to run because I don't care. It just isn't relevant or important. What I'm going to be doing is essentially... So, I will end the recording pretty soon. A new map came out today for me, IRL, and so what I'm going to do is save my game and then take this mission and reload, take the mission and reload until it's the new map, which means next episode should be this mission right here on the new map. That should be fun. I'll do some base management whenever it has to be done. Like, I'm going to do it off camera because I need to make sure I have, like, the time to, like, advance the timeline and go forward and whatever. Ultimately, all I'm going to be doing with my base management going forward is getting Underworld Hub to level 3, so I can get a new Underworld Hub contact. This allows me to get a hover like transport operator, which means I can bring 5 people into battle strikes and sieges, which will be fun, right? It's a cool new thing to do. And otherwise, work toward getting the power play limit breaks going. So it's specifically Origami Joe has 30 influence, and because he's a power play and because he's a gun runner, his next limit break could spawn the power play gun runner storyline, which I will try to make an episode of his Let's Play. We additionally, I've got to remember who it is. It's, I think... well, here, let's sort people who aren't my enemies real quick. And it's somebody who's got, like, a tag saying they like going to the club. So somebody that came through from the Owen storyline, which... yeah, you got power play, but you don't have... Oh, no, yeah, here we go. It's this guy. So Josephus has a power play, and he has club life tag, which means he also is eligible for... he's also eligible for, what's it called? The other power play storyline that added, like, earlier this week. And so the goal is going to be finding some way to feed him enough accounts that he influence limit breaks, and hopefully through saving and reloading and whatnot, I can get him to spawn the other power play storyline. So that's going to be what I'm going to try to do off camera, is all the weird shenanigans to make that happen. It might require some missions to get some more accounts. I might have to, like, generate some Matrix missions to get them. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But essentially the goal is going to be to force limit break on Josephus, force limit break on Origami, and have those be what I play, other than next mission being loot files on the brand new map. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time. And yeah, be awesome. Bye-bye.